Hey guys, my name is Liba Chong and I am a student here at NJCU, majoring in graphic design. Dan Flavin was a minimalist artist that worked with fluorescent light tubes. His art installations are filled with colorful fluorescent tubes arranged in ways that manipulate the space around them. Dan Flavin's manipulation of the fluorescent light tubes to affect space was truly revolutionary to art installations at the time. His use of fluorescent colors through the light tubes really drew my attention. His art installations are really something special to look at, and they kind of leave the viewer wondering how he is able to pull this off. Most of his work stands flat up against the wall, but the shadows from the fluorescent tubes make it appear as if it's standing in a corner. What is even more amazing is that he uses these industrial light tubes that are preset in order to make his own work. Dan Flavin himself says that his works are meant to be seen objectively and are purely aesthetic. He attracts the viewer with the bright fluorescent light, and depending on how they are set up, it conveys a different feeling towards the viewer. His style of using light and space revolutionized art installations everywhere. He made the space around his actual piece a part of his piece as well. Flavin's work is very atmospheric, and one must focus on both the piece and the space around it in order to understand the work as a whole. One must also pay attention to the reflected light from the fluorescent tubes. He arranges them in such a way that he can manipulate what color he wants reflecting from the piece. He is very good at manipulating space with light. He inspired more artists to focus on space in their work. He also was a big inspiration for artists to start working with light and bright colors. His work is very reliant on the grid, and this can be seen in his work since it is very organized, and the tubes are industrially made, so this further establishes how clean-cut and precise his pieces are. Each tube of fluorescent light that he lays down is placed within the grid, and this helps him figure out how the casted shadows will look on the space. Overall, Dan Flavin was a very important figure for art installations and pushed the boundary of sculptures. He found his own way to implement the space around his sculpture to be part of his piece. He used these lights and space to create truly unique works that helped inspire the new generation of artists.